What's up, baby?
Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
How are you?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
I forgot. We never say it.
We never say it at the beginning. It's Halloween, my man.
Yeah,
Well, not for us today.
yeah, not today.
Yeah.
But the day this drops, it'll be Halloween.
Yeah. I gotta fix my TV screen. Okay. I'm just gonna look like I have a boner the whole time. It works.
I found your phone.
No, actually, yeah. Perfect. Have you seen the Kermit TikToks where he's on Omegle? He's
No.
like, I got something to show you. You want to see it? And then he pulls up a pickle like into the screen and goes, No, you don't like it?
Oh no.
Anyways, this costume has gloves. I'm not gonna wear them.
Oh no. Yeah, we let's cheers these drinks first, because I'm back from Vermont. Oh, also, actually, first we'll get into that, but
We got to do one more call to action though at the beginning.
yeah.
It's Halloween today, baby. What did you do? Huh?
What are you doing?
Where did you go over the weekend? Did you go to any fun parties? What was your costume? Let us know. I want to see it. Send me pictures. Tag me. Yeah, I'm going to a slutty Halloween party dressed up as this. Sluttiest thing I could find.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
With he got your boner.
I was actually thinking of getting a purple eggplant. Just to like carry around with me and then just be like... Yeah, tell me about Vermont. That's a 7.
Vermont.
Yeah.
Basically, really cool. Honestly, getting to the airport and getting through it wasn't a hassle at all. It was actually kind of nice. I have come to find that I actually enjoy being at the airport early before my flight.
Mm.
As much as it sucks to get up early, it's way less stressful to just be there way early and then just like go to the cocktail bar that's open always.
Dude, I do it every time. Like,
Yeah.
if I have a flight at like 8 a.m., I'm there at 6 a.m., and then the bar
Agreed.
opens at like 7, and I'm like, what's up?
Yep, same.
Give me a drink.
Yeah, no, I honestly, like, I almost make it a goal, as long as my flight isn't like super short for some reason, which most cases at that point we probably drove. But like, otherwise, I'm like, I pretty much get to the airport and I'm gonna get like 2 cocktails at least before I get on the flight.
Mm.
Generally, because I'm trying to not like be crazy. Because then what I'll do is I'll have the 2, and then I make sure I get one of the old fashions that's on the flight as well. So I have 3 drinks. And then also, like, you know, the science that you elevate yourself when you get
drunker.
Yeah,
It's like one drink is like what, 2 or 3 drinks or something like that.
Yeah, you know, yeah, truly, one drink is like 2. So,
And believe me, one drink is like 2.
it is. So
I had a very drunk flight once.
Ooh,
I've talked about it on here, I think. But anyways, continue with Vermont, my guy.
But yeah, so no, we get to the airport, got some fucking Leos right away. Got me a honey or chicken pita.
It's fucking chicken honey.
Yeah, it's a honey for us.
That's really fucking good.
I'm happy with it. Anyway, so I'll get to this. So we get to Vermont. Vermont's airport, real tiny.
Bless. You.
It is.
I thought you were gonna have a third.
I thought so too. It was like I'm gonna go away. But it.
This is gonna be really fun.
It's so funny watching the triangle just like keep moving as you don't try to anymore.
Yeah.
But Vermont Burlington Airport, small as fuck.
Mm.
It was honestly like not even the size of the baggage claim at Detroit.
Yeah.
Which was actually really nice. For Burlington was small. It was basically like the equivalent for Michiganders. Equivalent of probably like Royal Oak. Really?
Okay.
As a downtown, maybe, but like, you know, including all of it. Maybe a little like the main of it. it kind of extends off a little bit off, kind of like in the homes kind of area, like you would see in Royal Oak. It's kind of like a good reference. Maybe slightly smaller, but like, basically immediately get off the flight, get our bags and shit, get the rental car, straight to a liquor store.
That's the way to fucking do it, man.
We get to the liquor store. I'm like, we're gonna be here a week. I just asked the register, the two ladies working. I was like, hey, out of town, what's a Vermont specific whiskey? And they're like, well, there's a couple here. Found one that was like Sapling. It was a double barrel maple. Got it. Pretty good. I just drank that though. I got that, and I got some Woodford Reserve bitters. I didn't put those in these drinks today because I want to try these without.
Yeah.
Try a different drink, but got to our hotel. Pretty nice. Super old. It's an old place. But it was still pretty cool. It's enjoyable. Basically realized they have a ski lift, and because we forgot it's a fucking ski resort, but like didn't think it's a ski resort. Didn't think about the ski lifts being a thing.
Yeah, during the off season. Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? We show up there, and she's like, we do a scenic thing with the stuff, and we also have bike trails if you want, so on and so forth. It's like 9:00 at night, by the way, when I'm saying this. We got there pretty late because we stopped and got dinner at this place called the Guild Tavern, right outside the airport. Fucking phenomenal. Really good drinks, really good food. I got duck. It was cool. But fucking. Butt fucking. I the amount of times I say that, we should have a butt fucking counter.
Dude, if we could go back and clip every time you say butt fucking and just make a montage of it, I would love to, but that's so much work.
Yeah, it's
as I've learned trying to go back and do all the clips, like that's a lot of fucking work.
It's a lot of work.
I watch our episodes in 3 times speed.
That's
when
fair.
I do those.
That's not a bad idea. I didn't even think about that.
To me, it's a little hilarious.
Yeah,
because like you're watching it at such a high speed, so we're like Alvin and the Chipmunking it.
Yeah,
and we'll say some shit with the high pitched voice, like we're Alvin and the Chipmunk.
So
but
you
it'll
can't
be
even
like,
understand what you said.
Like the last episode, it'll be like, yeah, like I fuck, like, but it's like really high pitched, so it's like I fuck, like.
Terrible.
It's bad, but that's what I was doing when I was trying to make clips, and it was.
It makes sense,
dude. It was like 8 hours for the few clips that I've made.
Oh yeah, it's especially because you have an old computer.
Yeah,
so it's harder to actually just get the clips done. Where in my computer, that's where like honestly, I need to start like when it comes to that. If you find a clip, just fucking. If you can start time stamping them, just remind me, and I'll like.
Yeah, but it's also I want to take on some of the work.
True. Like it's honestly that takes out most of my work. If I just know where to clip it.
It's true. But also with like the ADHD, when I'm watching through them, like my timestamps like in my notes are like I'll actually pull one up because I did one for one of the last few episodes. I just haven't gotten around to making the clips yet. Yeah. My timestamps are dumb. Go ahead and continue.
Anyways,
with Vermont.
So I'll continue with Vermont. So get to resort, get checked in. We wake up and we're like, we're just gonna. Our entire day was just gonna be like relax a little bit, get some food, and go straight to downtown Burlington. And we had reservations at it was when we Googled it, the best restaurant in Vermont. And when we asked people, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, they knew of the place."
McDonald's.
Yeah, what?
McDonald's.
It was McDonald's.
You're like, what's the best restaurant in Vermont? Google's like, fucking this McDonald's right here, and everyone's like, dude. That fucking McDonald's on the corner of Mick and Donald slaps.
We did pass a street called McDonald's.
I'm sure you did.
No, but it was a place called Hen of the Wood. It was really good. Anyways, we wake up and our first thing we're gonna do is go on that ski lift. Mm-hmm. So we get on it, but it's like we get up and we go to start like looking at the ski lift, and we just see fucking bikers everywhere. I'm talking like not motorcycle bikelists. I'm like trail bikes, and I'm like I know she said they do bikes here, but holy fuck. And so we walk up, we find the place to get the tickets, grab a snack because they had like a kiosk counter, was a little cafeteria thing, and we walk out, and there's just tons of bikes, but the ski lift has it was first would be like a bike lift that had like a spot for 3 bikes, and then behind it was the seat for people. You could fit like 4 people on a seat. But what it was is there was just all the bikers were lined up. They'd throw their bikes on the one and then hop on the one behind it. And apparently they had like, I think 3 or 4 different trails up there for biking that you can do. So people would go basically just do all 4 of these fucking bike trails.
Yes. I like biking, but I don't get that.
So get this too. So like, I'll just skip a little head to account. Later on in the trip, we end up hanging out with some people Melissa's friends with. They take us on a hike. That was
when you sent me that weird text.
I think so.
Yeah, about hot sauce, but like,
yes.
you had so many spaces in it, and I was like, I'm not going to copy that and paste it.
I purposely put the space between just the name and the .com so that it wouldn't make an actual link.
Yeah,
and I could
that
type
was
it in.
Like legitimately the first time that I thought your Facebook or your phone got hacked.
Yeah.
I was like, Brandon, I'm not clicking that.
Something Viking hot sauce.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not clicking that. That sounds like gay porn, my guy. And like,
it wasn't.
More power to you. But I'm not clicking it.
Well, we meet this. We go on the hike, and as I'm talking to him, what the fuck? Oh, I mentioned that's where we're staying at, and he's like, oh, well, like that place hasn't, it's not very successful, obviously, and I'm like, well, basically they had the window, or not window, but wall unit air conditioners from probably the 70s or 80s. That just haven't been updated, kind of thing. So it was like worked,
George's house, the ones that like you crank it and they swing out.
No, maybe I don't know, mid 80s, probably.
Probably newer than George's. His
maybe.
Are like 40s, 60s.
Yeah, probably newer. Oh, newer then.
Yeah,
but it was like, he mentions that, and I'm like, it makes sense. But like they had like a bunch of really nice things there, but he mentions that apparently this is the first year they've really done the bike trails, or like first or second, probably the second year, and that apparently these bike trails at this place is like some of the hardest in the entire country. Because like while we're and it made sense because like I'm talking when we're on our way, we take the ski lift up. As we go up, we're just seeing tons of bikers coming up, riding through, going down. Honestly, you didn't see a lot. It's a huge space. So, like, here and there you see them, but a lot going up. And there's a... yeah. I had to switch to for that. There's a tower a fire tower at the top. It's just a wooden tower that essentially they would stand up top to notify people, like, hey, there's a fire in the forest. And, yeah, it was super fucking old school.
Hold on, I gotta cut you off.
Yeah.
Lou... He gets another job.
Yeah, basically.
He's the fireman.
Yeah. I'm down.
All right.
But they end up... We get to the top of this thing. It's really fucking beautiful. Just great, gorgeous views. There's only like a couple... There's like a couple and their friend up there, and then they go down, so we're up there for a little bit. Like, we had like 5 minutes before another couple comes up, so we kind of just got to actually look around and not dodge a person.
Yeah.
Get down. As we're going down the ski lift, I hear a woman and this guy talking about like, I saw the Kona bikes or whatever, and he's like, they're really nice bikes and all, but like, I don't know if I want to pay $5,000. And I'm like, God damn. And then so I was like, to me, I'm looking at some of what I can see on these trails, and they're not that bad from what I can tell. And then all of a sudden, come later on, we're talking to Lane, and he's like, yeah, it's some of the hardest in the country, apparently, so it's become, like, it's really becoming a new business for them that's hopefully going to help in the future as they, like, keep that going. But Burlington, so, ski lift, really cool, the views are great. We're, like, our place is probably like 2,000 feet up in the mountain. It's a good 5-minute drive from the like road that leads to the base of the uphill going up to the place. We can listen to a song and a half or so generally.
I love that you also tell time that way.
Yeah. I was a drummer.
Yeah. I was a merch guy.
Anyway, so downtown Burlington, it's really cool. Right as we basically park, we get out, we walk into the center street. That there's no cars allowed. It's just all walking. It's kind of like a partridge in the middle of it.
I haven't been there in a minute.
Yeah, we try to go like once a year now. They have a store that I get gifts for my brother-in-law at. But show up there and there's a guy like basically doing the balancing act on top of a bunch of chairs in the middle of the circle, and there's a huge crowd around him, and it was really cool to kind of do that. Go get some food, and there's a fuckload of dogs, so that was kind of cool to just walk around. Did some shopping and got some cocktails, and we're just trying to pass time until we get to this dinner reservation, because like we didn't actually have reservations originally for a while, and then she was on the waiting list and she got notified that there was a 9:30 time slot.
God damn.
Yeah. So we kind of just essentially started our day late so we could have like a later lunch to set the times right. And it worked out. But basically by 6 o'clock, we're like, we walked the little downtown thing and we're kind of done walking and there's not much else to do.
Mm-hmm. Continue your story. Don't switch to me. Don't switch to me.
Get to
it feels weird on my balls, so try to fix it.
That's fair.
I'm not trying to make I am, but I'm not trying to.
We get to the 6 o'clock and we're like, holy fuck, like technically it's about a 35 to 40 minute drive back to our hotel from Burlington. We could go back and then take a nap there and then come back for our reservation and then go back to the hotel, which is annoying as fuck. Or find a way to still kill another 3 hours.
Just fucking power through, my guy.
So what we did is we took a nap in the car in the parking garage.
Nice.
For like we just took like a quick 40-minute power nap. Around 7 o'clock, we were like, all right, fuck it, we'll get up. Where we're parked, we're looking out straight at a fucking Walgreens. Like, we see the sign. It's literally like, you know, an alleyway, a building in between from the parking garage. And I'm like, all right, let's go get a Monster. We'll just like split it really quick. And then we'll just go find like a fucking bar or something to wait at for like an hour. We even called to make sure, like, is there like even the possibility for like early, you know, do you only have X reservations and then leave some tables for walk up, whatever, how's it going? And they're like, well, there's a 3-hour wait at the bar. Yeah. So
Jesus.
I was like, oh, okay, this place is as good as it is. And, you know, basically she was like, your best chance is your 9:30 reservation. And I was like, all right. So we go to walk to that Walgreens, and it's fucking closed. It's 7:20.
You texted me bitching about that too.
Dude, I was so mad because I was like, dude, that Monster was going to be my fucking fuel for the night.
Dude, next time you travel, I got to send you with some drugs.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I hope you were on me for that. I couldn't tell.
I kind of.
Because I want that clip down, like just Tinkie Winkie. Next time you travel, I'll just send you with some drugs.
I mean, you're not wrong. Adderall would have helped.
Dude.
Maybe. Or it would have straightened me out and made me go to fucking sleep. Anyways.
No.
It worked out. We get to get in the, take a quick nap. Find the Walgreens is fucking closed, but a place that we had walked past called the Whiskey Room was now open. So we just end up being like, all right, let's fucking go there. It looks really cool. Walk in, it's at capacity. Mm-hmm. It's only like 40 people allowed in there. Otherwise, it's like against code. So they're like, we aren't allowed to have anyone wait in here either. So if you want, you can just kind of wait outside the door. But like, we can't really, you know, put on a wait list. And we were like, you know what? We literally have a full, like, hour and a half to hour 40 minutes until our reservation anyways. Let's just wait. So we ended up waiting about, like, 20 minutes outside this place. Get in there, get inside. Fucking drinks are great. They had 250 whiskeys, right? So I ended up like just kind of I have time for 2 cocktails. Do that, get to the restaurant. Restaurant's fucking great. And first fucking appetizers, we had deep fried monkfish cheek. Right? I was like, what the hell? It was really good. I had that. I had
the
duck.
Audience, this is what a monkfish looks like. He had this part.
Yeah.
Right here.
But try to end up wrapping up our dinner. It's a really great place. It definitely was the best food we had, and understandably was the number one place.
To clarify, sorry, what the fuck is a monkfish though?
I don't know.
What did it taste like at least?
So honestly, it was, in a way, it kind of tasted like it had a shrimp taste to it.
Okay.
But it was basically just deep fried and then immediately just falls apart. Like, it was so tender that there was almost no, like, the texture was just the fried bit holding it together. Like, the cheek it was only like this big. So,
solid like 6 inches, yeah.
Yeah. a solid 6.
I've been making that joke too much this month.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Tinky Winky.
Now do you know why I picked this costume for the slutty costume?
So good.
Tinky Winky.
Give me a bone. Ah. But no,
you want some of that pink sauce, baby?
Slime.
Why is it pink? Because there's blood in it.
Anyways, it's definitely the best restaurant that was there. It was really good. We basically kind of just lazy ass day on Monday. Relax. I just drank. We kind of went and got some food. Tried a couple little like cafes and had some really good fucking biscuits and gravy. The resort ended up having a fucking fire dome pizza oven. I got pizza with garlic oil, like as a base, cheese, as regular sauce, tomatoes, chicken, and what was it? He threw some Parmesan on there. They didn't have like everything, so it was kind of like roasted red peppers. Fucking phenomenal, and it actually cooked really, really well, like almost like Crispelli's. If you've ever been there, it was just like that. That was cool. Got to go to got to go to Woodchuck Cider. That was cool. And then got to try a place called Otis Brewing Company that was like, I don't know, they had a otter as a logo. But had that and had a sandwich that was it was turkey, apple, bacon, and then maple syrup. And Cobalt cheese from one of their local Vermont cheese farms.
McTab.
It was very, very good. I forgot what they called it, but
it's a McTab. I just told you.
Yeah, it's a McTab.
Don't check.
I'm not gonna. Anyways, really good. Basically, Vermont was just. I could go on about fucking details that don't matter. It was really great. Great food. Everyone was really, really nice. Felt very Midwestern, to be honest. Got to try this. They had the first day we were there, they had a distillery. They had this place, the Smuggler's Notch Distillery. They had a little store. They had all their shit that they sell, and you could do little tasting. So while we were there, we did that. And I was like, oh, these are really good. Later on, we go to a different little town that's only about like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to the left, different direction from Burlington. And they have a little, they called it an annex, but it was a cheese store, and then there was a separate little store that had a chocolate store, a coffee place, and another Smuggler's Notch distillery, like little actual like sample store,
kind of like the shop at the P Extra that we went to in Selfridge. Okay,
yeah. So we go in there, and basically like you could do this tastings again, same thing as the last time, but they had one or two different things at this place that they didn't at the other. So I was like, oh, okay. So I do the tastings. That's where I ended up getting this. Obviously, I didn't try it. I didn't open that bottle until I got here because, I just left it closed. So when the airport looked at it, they're like, yeah. I mean, they didn't have to look at it. I just had to tell them. So
I always feel a little bad. Like, one, I feel bad because you go to all these cool places, and I'm like a stay-at-home cat dad right now. But that's a whole nother story.
Life is life.
Yeah, life is life. But I always feel a little bad because you guys go somewhere, and then we come over to record, and you're like, I couldn't think of a drink to make, so like let's open this special bottle that I got on this trip at a place that's really far from here. And I'm like, I don't want to drink your special drink,
But I
know you get it for that reason.
Yeah, I get it to drink it here.
Yeah, I'm also like,
Also, Melissa doesn't like whiskey. She will do like she likes whiskey here and there, rarely, but it's more of like she likes enjoying the whiskey cocktails that I'll get, trying to and just try them. Otherwise, she doesn't really like it. So like,
yeah, it's a me and you thing.
Yeah, if you don't drink it with me, then I'm only drinking it, and then I'm the only one with a problem.
Yeah,
I like group activities.
We could have a group problem.
I don't. Yes, I am a social drinker. I'm kidding. I do like drinking.
I just enjoy drinking. Yeah, I've been cutting back.
I'm same. I'm trying. Obviously, after this trip, we basically are like we're done with like constantly going out. Like we haven't been obviously constantly going out, but even more so like. I'm actually starting to make PB&Js again for work, and actually I'm kind of happy about because that tastes. PB&J is just good, dude.
I accidentally one-upped you. I'm accidentally back on the intermittent fasting, not for the same reason from last time where I just got really sad and wasn't eating. This time was because I got really sick Friday, so like I'm still like recovering from that, but like.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'll go into that after your Vermont, but yeah, I'm like still a little sick. Like no contagion, no there is inflammatory, but no like congestion or like sinus issues anymore. Yeah. It's just all muscle fatigue.
That's fair.
Is from being sick, but also I had such bad vertigo on Friday that when I tried to go down my stairs to get water, yeah, I went down them real fast. Like, I'll show you after I take the costume off, but I've got like a pretty gnarly bruise there, and you can see this one. Pretty gnarly bruise there.
Yeah, I can get. Yeah, it's pretty. As I show the camera.
Yeah, you can't see.
You can't see it because it's purple.
Yeah. You're also in purple. I hurt so bad on Saturday that I thought I broke my arm. And like I was so sick and like couldn't find my phone when I was thinking of that.
All it was your body not having ability to even remotely try to heal that, because it's like we're trying to make sure you don't die from this sickness.
Yeah. But I couldn't find my phone because I was so out of it. Because I was gonna like text or call you and be like, "Can you take me to urgent care?" But I couldn't find it. So
I give up.
I'm sitting on my couch like.
What's funny is like you have a smart house. You set it up to like you walk in the door and you're like, "Hey,
G word.
Hey, Alphabet."
Yeah.
Good reference. Hey, Alphabet, turn my lights on. And you probably could have been like, hey, call Brandon.
I can. That's the funny thing, but I was so out of it, I didn't.
You were just like, I guess I just died.
I was like, I'm just going to lay in my bed. But then I felt a little better. Some people came by and adopted the cats. And like,
yeah, you're down to... You 4. Only have 4. The 2 that you came with in Milkshake and Jets Ranch?
I changed Jets Ranch's name.
Okay.
My buddy Lauren came over to play with the kitties, and she was like, nah, that's maca. And I was like, fuck, I love that anime. So now it's Dodie, Bird, Milkshake, maca.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which maca is from Soul Eater. She's chill. She has a scythe. The scythe is soul. It's a dude that turns into a weapon. It's really good. You'd like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. I mean, well, honestly, though, that's fucking
There's
great.
a really hot witch cat thing in there. Highly recommended. Titties.
Isn't that just like manga?
Well, it's animated, so it's an anime. But
Oh, so
the manga
bouncing
is
titties.
the manga is the comic.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
that is manga and anime. There's a lot of fan service. Yeah.
It's all fan service.
Yeah. There's actually one anime I really like. It's called Needless. The first 20 episodes is all fan service, like panty shots and dumb shit. And then the last 5 is like somebody cloned Jesus. And it's like incredible pseudoscience, crazy shit just for the last 5 episodes. So the first 20 is like, ha, boobies, ha, butt, ha, panties. And then it's like, oh my God. Wow. Life
I
is wild.
love it.
Yeah, it's really good. You should watch it.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, I imagine us if we do like a funny movie. I would love to really do that. Like, just make a comedy that only, and then the last 10 minutes just goes like hyper into a different genre.
Dude, I was actually thinking of that.
Like into like thriller killer
not
movie.
Yesterday. It was a couple days ago.
We just have to keep a character in there that for comedic purposes is off balance, and then at the end he just actually loses it and fucking kills everyone, and it becomes a slasher film.
I was thinking of that like 2 days ago, where it was like it starts out as a comedy, like literally it's a feature-length film, 90 minutes. The first like 50 minutes is like a rom-com or some shit, but there's hints in there of like this side character who's like the fat funny friend is killing everybody, and then the last like 40 minutes is just a fucking psychological Michael Myers like thriller.
See, you said that, and my mind went to like it's just a rom-com, and then there's like the one friend that was always put off, and he's like the comedic like, he doesn't get it that he just needs to stop, and then he just keeps going, and at the end, and then like it's still funny, and then just all of a sudden like he bursts in and interrupts the date and then fucking like kills them, and it's just like him burying the bodies at the end.
I was kind of thinking that, but it was more like the funny friend is clearly showing some mental issues. Mm-hmm. Like the jokes he's making is like kind of what I do.
But
it's a coping mechanism.
But we keep all of the editing and all that stuff super rom-commy, and everything is like that, and then all of a sudden you just fucking
just snaps.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
I really liked the one we were talking about today too.
Yeah, we actually have to do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, like we have to do that.
Also, we're far enough in. I'm taking this off. It's really hot.
That's fine, dude.
Do you want me to ruin your childhood?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't watch Teletubbies, but anybody that did, just
Yeah, that
I'm
helps.
hot.
Yeah, that helps.
I didn't mean to make eye contact with you when I did that.
I think I turned it to you. Sorry.
More Vermont shit.
Yeah, Vermont. Yeah, so
I took us on a tangent. I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. Other than that, I was trying to like wrap it up. Other than that,
We're wrapping up at Vermont. I was like, we're wrapping up at 30 minutes. Bro?
No. We went to the also went to Ben and Jerry's. That was really, really cool. Did a super short tour. They basically like, I'm sure they changed up here and there, but we got to try the they have the chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. Apparently they are the first company to actually do that in the way that they've done it, something like that.
Okay.
He was saying like, I mean, apparently it's been around a long time, but they were the company that started chocolate chip cookie dough as a ice cream. I did not know that. So what they do is they give you a little piece. You get to try some of the cookie before it actually gets to go into the dough. And he kind of like purposely points out that like it's basically dehydrated just enough that when they add it to the ice cream, it absorbs enough moisture that it's actually good. Or that it, not actually good, but just better. Because, I mean, it's just fucking cookie dough. It's a piece. It was good. Did that. Very short tour. It's at the small original plant type thing. So, like, it's only produces... He said it produces 1 million pints a day. Yeah.
That's
when it runs.
Ice cream.
And that's their small one. He said the big one does, like, 5 times that. So, yeah. He's... I guess... Well, I can't really... He said one of the perks of being an employee is that they get 3 pints of ice cream a day if they would like. Working at that facility.
Dude, that's why I applied at Yingling. Like, it was a few years back. It was before I was dating Destiny.
Yeah.
Like, I think I told you about it. I was like, I applied at Yingling for the hell of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to move because I'll miss you, but if I get accepted into Yingling, I'm fucking moving.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. And to be honest, like what's terrible is like at that time, because I didn't have Melissa, I might have moved with you.
Me too.
I very much would have been like, bro, honestly, like if I'm moving with someone and it's basically just to Ohio, which isn't that far from my family.
Oh no, this was Pennsylvania.
Oh, I mean, also again, still not super far.
Yeah.
It's the other side of the lake. So I would have just been like, fuck it, let's sell this house I have, and me and you are gonna move to fucking Pennsylvania and work at Yingling. Dude, how wild!
With multiverse theory, like there's a universe that happened.
I'm a sad fuck who's just probably drunk in Pennsylvania because I didn't meet Melissa.
I feel like we're doing okay.
I'm probably doing okay, but I'm probably sad as fuck because I never met Melissa.
Yeah.
Or I probably met someone else. Who knows?
Well, no, you technically would have met Melissa. Because we met Melissa the day after you and I met.
True, but I didn't meet her.
Let's do it this way. We went to Pennsylvania. We started working for Yingling. We still somehow did this, but better. Like, we actually did too drunk. Because we were very drunk off Yingling, of course.
Yeah.
And then, like...
Sponsored.
For some reason, Melissa's like, oh, those guys seem really fun. I'm going to move down there and hang out with them. And then you guys still get married.
She was just like, that guy, that's who I want to ride.
Yeah. And I'll sacrifice my happiness. In that universe, I'm still single and alone with 9 cats somehow.
No, you're probably in Pennsylvania. You probably found some fucking hard-ass chick that's just like, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably. Because we would have probably been hanging out with my buddy Falcion. So.
You gotta find someone.
Yeah.
You'll find someone here. You will. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Anyways,
I need somebody to come play with my Tinkie Winkie. No. Remember when I said the side character, the funny fat friend, makes self-deprecating jokes, and I was like, kind of like what I do. He does that the whole time.
God damn it! I'm so bad at timing out these drinks.
Give me your cup.
No.
Give me your cup.
No.
We just talked about how much we loved each other in an alternate universe. It was implied. Give me your cup.
I almost don't want to do it because I just don't have faith that the cups will pour enough.
That, and I was just sick over the weekend. Yeah, you're smart.
Oh, I didn't even care about that. There's alcohol.
Dude, no, I legitimately thought I had COVID
in my mind just know that the shape of these rims are not probably good for pouring. Like, they kind of are, but maybe not, and I don't want to risk booze.
Yeah. Smart.
Plus, I already had mine. I can smoke weed as soon as you leave here.
It's true. I gotta go get food after I leave here.
Yeah. Yeah, Oh, we're having goulash.
Oh, no.
I haven't had it. Oh, my God. I haven't had goulash since I had it from my abusive stepmom.
Dude, sorry. You can continue with the abusive stepmom.
No, it's fine.
My mom, not abusive, except for everybody in my family for this reason was abusive.
She only hit me once.
Well, my mom actually never hit me. I don't think I've ever gotten a whipping from her. Oh, sorry. I apologize. I
don't need to talk about that. Actually, there's no need to talk about that. I just honestly, that was just more funny. I use that as a joke. That was not me coping. I've long gotten over that. That was just more of a terribly timed funny joke. Continue about your great mother who definitely didn't hit Edie without deservedness.
I will, but while I was wearing the full Teletubby costume, have you seen the therapy gecko? That's what I felt like the whole time I was wearing it. And then you just like, yeah, my abusive stepmom. I was about to grab the hat again and be like, do you need to talk about it? Like, but no. Anyways, goulash.
She got to shit your other eyes. I
Goulash and my abusive family. This was the most abusive thing they ever did to me. Mm-hmm. My family thought I loved goulash and gumbo and all sorts of other foods. And you know what? They're not wrong. I do love those foods. But I kept getting sick every time. And I was like, hey, I've put 2 and 2 together. I think I'm allergic to onions. And my family was like, no, you just don't like onions. You're not allergic. Nobody's allergic to onions. I fucking love onions. But every time I eat them, I get sick. They were literally poisoning me as a child.
Yeah, basically. That's fair.
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom will tell you, oh, no, we knew you were allergic to onions. No, Mom. I remember when I was 24, you made something that had onions in it. And I was like, hey, is there onions in this? And you were like, yeah, don't be picky. And I was like, no, I'm allergic. I'm going to get a horrible migraine and throw up everywhere. And she's like, no, you just don't like onions. Sure, that was 6 years ago, Mom, but I don't forget. I love you.
Honestly, one of my favorite things
I need to come down and see you again, but I'm going to a slutty party over the weekend, so I can't come.
Go up.
Yeah. Go up. Yeah, sorry, you're not in that state anymore.
What's funny is, like, you say that, but then, like, as soon as we became friends, like, I'm the guy that, like, when we go to restaurants, I'm like, I look at the waitress and I'm like, he's allergic to onions.
I love it because, like, it's right around when I'm like the anxiety of it, where I'm like, hey, I don't mean to be a bother, but you know, like, I'm allergic to onions. Can you like cook it separately?
I don't want to die.
And it's right before I do that, and like I'll be like, oh, I kind of want this, but minus the. And you go, he's allergic to onions. No onions on anything. Cook it separately.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
because I've worked in a kitchen. If you don't tell them to cook it separately, they'll cook it right when they cook something else with onions.
But I do it like I have that anxiety. I don't want to be a bother.
No, that's fair.
You know.
Yeah, no, but that's
I've actually had onions at a restaurant because like they didn't. I don't want to say they were like not caring. Maybe something didn't get passed along, but like I've literally eaten an onion on something and been like, I'll be right back, and then I go throw up in the bathroom and come back and go, hey, sorry, I'm allergic to onions. Can you replace this? And they're like, yeah, because you can tell I just went and threw up.
Yeah,
like, but like,
yeah, you're all fucking bloodshot.
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, you're like, can I? You know, yeah, I'm allergic to onions. Because like, and that's the thing too, is like the problem is like you can tell a waitress, you know, no onions, you know, so on and so forth.
You have to clarify food allergy, otherwise they're not gonna like. They'll take precautions, but usually like they think you're a picky eater, and they're like, "Fuck you, you're gonna get an onion here and there."
Yes, you know? There's a difference between just not liking onions and them kind of just being like, "All right, whatever." They told them no onions, and they just kind of don't make it an issue. But if you tell them, I'm actually allergic," they will be like, hey, he's actually allergic. Yeah. So, and the cooks are like, got it, not fucking with that, and they just immediately, you know, it becomes the most serious thing in the kitchen for that guy at least that's cooking.
It was the Coney Island that we went to.
12 and Gratiot? 11 and Gratiot.
It was when I was wearing the pizza onesie, I think. It was some party we went to, and then we went to a Coney Island with a bunch of people.
I'm trying to...
I remember I was very hungover. You were okay. I was very hungover. And I remember we walked in and you could see the kitchen. Like there was like a half wall type deal or 3/4 wall because it kind of went up and like framed them.
That would have been the... To me, that sounds like the 12 and Van Dyke one.
Yeah, I think so. we went there. There was other people there, but I remember I was very hungover, and we walked in, and the cook like points through the window and goes, "Yo, that N-word's in a pizza onesie," and I was like, "Fuck."
14 and John R.
Yes.
Or 14 and DeQuinder. It's the one
Somewhere
I used to
over
work
there.
at because,
Yeah.
like you said, it's in a hole.
Yeah.
You saw the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
It was the dishes.
It was like right when we walked in, but I remember.
Oh.
I ordered. Well, I was hungover when we walked in. The amount of time. Please close the door. But I remember when we walked in, that happened, and then I remember I don't really order food.
Yeah.
And I think you thought I ordered food because you didn't know about my milkshake thing.
Yeah.
So like I was very hungover. All I was getting was a milkshake and a side of fries. But I remember you ordered food right after me, and then you were like, "Oh, he's allergic to onions. Like deathly allergic to onions. No onions." I watched the staff use new equipment to make your food without onions. And I was like, yeah, I fucking love this guy. And then I got my milkshake and my fries and was like, why did he say no onions for him? And like,
it's because I was hungover and I was just like, I don't know what he said, but I'm just gonna say no onions.
But I know your food had no onions in it. And I was like,
I don't know.
That was
I was
really
just
cool.
like, it's Coney Island, whatever he gets. I just assumed you were gonna get something else, and then you're like, I'm just gonna get fries.
that's because you didn't know my milkshake thing, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I'm telling you guys, I've said it time and time again. If you're hungover, I know it sounds dumb. I've put so many people on this. It works every time. If you're hungover and everybody goes to breakfast and you're a little too hungover, or you're like, I don't really want to get food because I might get hungover, milkshake, fries, extra salt. Whatever milkshake you want, I will say avoid banana. But any milkshake you want, you're good.
also, just a slight tip. Instead of asking them to put
That's what he said.
well, it's only a slight tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you
Just to see how it feels.
oh no, there's only a tip.
Here's $20, babe.
Hey, so if instead of asking the fry cook to do extra salt, which you probably can, but if you don't feel like being a bother, what you do is you just put the salt in your ketchup.
Yes, sir.
Add a little extra salt to your ketchup or your ranch or whatever you're actually eating it with. Barbecue sauce.
I will
whatever
say,
have you.
if it's a hangover, don't get ranch.
I don't know. I'm a sucker for that. I'm a sucker for the Cabo.
Yeah, you're very white.
Yeah, I'm very white. I'm very white. Yeah. Look, I'm sorry I didn't grow up with most of my family being black. So like I didn't hate ranch.
Dude, there were 12 of us, and like,
It's
actually, there was more than 12
not
of
funny.
us.
It's just also like when it comes to a ranch, I've never considered that as a thing.
I will tell you this: 1/3, and I'm overestimating. 1/3 of my immediate family is white.
Yeah. Something like you don't.
And guess what? I'm apparently Mexican, so I don't even fall in that category anymore.
Yeah, basically. Well, I was but like honestly, just I remember like I don't know if I did it. I think I just remembered naturally doing this as a kid because I was watching someone like I just remember watching my salt like try to salt my fries and that shit would just bounce off and hit the table and I'm
so
like
put it in the ketchup.
I was like and then I saw it hit the ketchup and stick and I was like I'm just gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of one of the things I've done unless they if they bring the table
And it's still like steaming hot with the oil on it. Then you can throw the fries.
yeah, they bring the fries right to your table, and you can tell it's still hot, and you see the gleam on it. You can add a little salt, and it might stick, but still, just salt your whatever you're dipping it into. And if you're not dipping it into something, you're fucking shit out of luck, bud.
Did I ever tell you the first sex joke I ever heard?
No.
So it was before I moved here. So before 2005.
Okay.
my family.
Yeah.
So me, parents, siblings, and my parents' best friends and their kids, 2 of them. We went to a Chinese... Well, yeah, 2 of them. We went to a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Right? And my dad's friend, Jay, got ranch. My dad was giving him shit because, you know, the whole white thing. And Jay was like, nah, B. Buyers, be love.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, B, no. Ranch is fucking great. I don't care if it's a white thing. I don't care. I put that shit on everything. And then he looked at his wife and went, everything. And winked. And I was like, sitting across from them, and she's like, oh, Jay, shut the fuck up. And Jay's like, they're too young to understand it. And I was like, you put ranch on your dick? And he was like, oh. Like, I had just reached that level of like knowing what sex was and was like, that's a thing you can do?
That
like,
is so funny. Dude, like...
That's the episode title too.
Ranch on your dick?
People, like, everyone's gonna be like, Vermont, where's the ranch on the dick? Like,
at the end,
baby. That's how we get you.
That's what they called it. They called it ranch.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like,
also, I know it's a white thing, but I fucking love ranch.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. When you said he called them B for buyers.
Yeah.
Do you know how much it fucks with me having the name Brandon and having a lot of I've noticed at my work a lot of black people just say "What's up, B?" to a lot of people, and because my name is Brandon, it just naturally is like a click that's like, oh, they're just talking to me. My name starts with a B.
Yeah.
So there is so many times that I'm just that awkward white guy that's just like hi and waving at a black people that just they don't acknowledge me, or even half the time they don't notice me, but I'm just like, oh shit.
I have to do like the cliche YouTuber apology, because there's a problematic thing going around right now where it's like white people and specifically people of the LGBT community are like, they're kind of co-opting African American vernacular English, or AAVE.
Oh.
Now, I've made this joke of like, it's not really cultural appropriation for me because I've been raised on it since
you were literally
since I was a baby.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't know until this year that saying B was like an AAVE thing.
That's funny.
Like, how long have you known me? I'm like, no problem, B.
But again,
it's this, Brandon for you. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. This example works where like when you say B, it never occurred to me that they were just saying like B as in like boo, buddy, bro, something B. Just it's just it starts with so many words that you would call just any person as a friend. So I was like, it just. Yep. It took me a while, and even now, to this day, even knowing this, it still fucks with me.
Mm-hmm. I also had something pointed out to me today or yesterday. You know the head nod?
Yeah. Oh God.
Where it's like white people are like, and then black people are like, sup.
Yes.
I don't really do the downward.
You do
one.
the sup.
I do the A. And like one of my engineers was like, you know, you don't do the white head nod. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then he showed me the TikTok, and I was like, I mean, I think I do that. Do I? And he's like, no, every time you walk by someone, you're like, hey, what's up? Like, you don't do the white one. Like, what's up with that? And I'm like, I don't know.
What's funny is like, I'll do the white head nod instinctually because I am very fucking white. And then sometimes I'll even notice it and be like, God damn, I really whited the fuck out of that.
Yeah, I don't like the white head
nod. I'm just like...
Because of the mustache. Like, you're supposed to like do the weird thing with your lips.
See, I don't do that. I just
do that.
I just noticed I kind of do that. Well, I guess you do. You just... Yeah. I do more of a down nod. Or sometimes I actually do hey, what's up? Like, what I realize is there's the language of to it where if you don't really know the person, but you recognize them because you see them every day, you would just kind of do like, hey, what's up, man? As a nod down. If you actually know the person, hey, what's up? The head goes up.
I do know that I'll do the head nod, like down.
Yeah.
But I don't just like, I'm not walking by and I go, hey. I'll walk by and I'll like semi-salute.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, hey, what's up?
That's fair.
And like, that's like my informal one. My formal one is like if I'm walking by a person who works at company that I work for, I'll be like, hey, how's it going? You having a good day? And if it's somebody I know, I'm like, hey, you want to kill yourself? Because I do. You know,
yeah,
like,
basically, that's fair. No, I mean, it's funny because it was something at work I figured that out. And I was like, oh, it's so funny. And it's still does.
I'm still figuring out words now.
The problem is that I'm still like, my name is Brandon, so it still always will fuck with me because the problem is I will also have multiple people just literally call me by hey B, and it's like, all right,
my dad does. That means he likes you, by the way. If he takes your name and gives you an initial, it means he likes you.
Oh yeah, he does do that. But I know it's him telling me.
Yeah, the only one he doesn't do it for is people with C names. I don't know why.
AC.
Yeah.
I don't.
It just doesn't. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. And it's not cool like AC.
Yeah, and for me, like, you know, my brother is AJ. If he was like, "Hey, what's up, A?"
True. Yeah.
I'm Drew.
Yeah.
Which is still technically like one syllable.
Yeah, that's fair. It's easy enough. Easy enough.
Yeah.
But
he called me Edie the last time I was there, and I was like, "Don't do that."
Your dad did?
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, I thought that's what everybody calls you now." I was like, "Don't."
Not you.
Not you.
It's weird.
Like, that's like you're secluding me. Like,
yeah, it's
segregation, Dad. I don't like it.
It's funny because I still call you Edie, and then like I hear them say that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. He's not.
Yeah.
Fucking. I know his real name is Andrew.
Which has been hard for me recently. Now that I'm like, I say now that I am, but like since like 2021, trying to get back in the dating scene, like I've had issues with girls not wanting to call me Edie, but then thinking Andrew was weird. So I am trying to go by Andrew again, but I'm not forcing anybody to like change it. I'm just like,
I physically can't.
Yeah, it's okay.
I
physically don't want to.
None of my friends know you as Andrew.
Yeah, none of my friends.
Not a single.
Some of my friends know me as Andrew.
I don't have a single coworker that knows you as Andrew. They all know you as Edie.
Which is fun.
So, like, if I talk about it, they're like, oh, yeah, Edie or whatever. Yeah. But
my coworkers know me as Andrew just because it's on my fucking shirt.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But, honestly, thank you guys.
Yeah. We were gonna do a short one, but we wound up doing a regular length. I think.
I think we got lucky that these aren't as hot as I thought they were gonna be.
I just had to take the hat off, and then I was okay.
Yeah, once I took the hood off, it helped. It's just enough, but we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have a good week. I said the like, comment, subscribe thing in the beginning, just for the fuck of it.
We'll say it again.
But yeah, if you're this far, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us how you enjoyed your Halloween or plan to enjoy your Halloween today. Have a good
did
week.
A lot of catching up, so we didn't really focus heavily on Halloween. But, you know, next episode, we'll talk about what we did. Because Halloween's today when this drops. So,
and you're welcome to come by for Halloween candy like we did last year. So, because we're just doing that again.
I have Pathfinder. It's a Monday.
You're right. It's a Monday. I mean, yeah, this would be funny.
Yeah, and last time I was here for Halloween, we found my dad. So I might,
oh my god!
I might have to avoid you on Halloween.
Dude, we didn't even talk about that. The fact
we didn't.
That, like,
it's been in my head this whole day.
That, but also a year. It's been today of filming. It's been a year since we actually debuted this set.
That too, yeah. And today of dropping, it's been a year since we found my dad.
Yeah,
I should call him.
Thank you guys. We love you.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Tinkie Winkie.